Hello everyone, this is Moon Envoy, and we are back with another episode of Dragon Age Origins with Davia the Dwarven Commoner. When we left off, we had arrived in Redcliffe and were asked for our help in dealing with a crisis relating to apparently the undead. And we agreed to help out these people, which Alistair and Liliana approved of, and Morgan definitely did not. There are a couple of named people around, which we should probably talk to. Let's see what Irenia has to say.
Good day.
Nothing, apparently. I don't know why she's named. We already talked to Jedda and told her the fate of her family. And now we have Caitlin.
What are we going to do?
But first off, let's check in with our group members. We already know Morgan is displeased with us, but let's see if we can't smooth things over a little bit.
I await your command.
Oh, she doesn't seem too upset with us. Let's see. I'd like to ask you something. Life in the wilds must have been very lonely. I'd like to discuss something personal. Let's ask her about something else. I don't think she'd be happy if we pried about her life in the wilds.
So, full of questions, are you?
Yeah, she definitely seems to be in a good mood with us, despite being displeased about us. You know, helping out defenseless people, because apparently that is a bad thing. Okay, Morgan?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I know that she's a shape-changer. I mean, I know when I look at her skill set, she has the shape-changing skills, but I don't think she's actually changed shape since we have been fighting alongside of her. But let's see. Your mother has been doing this for a long time then? That does sound like something you do. Well, quite frankly, given the things she said, I wouldn't be surprised if she devoured kids. I mean, that does sound like something she'd do.
Oh? I truly doubt that children would be worth the effort. They are filthy, smelly things full of tears and snot and trouble.
Take it you're
That
not
said,
interested in
I
being a
cannot
mother,
speak for the
then.
tastes of my mother. She has, after all, lived a very lengthy time in the wilds and done many things I know nothing of. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Let's see. Can you change into other human forms as well? 'Cause that would be kind of cool. It would let you sneak around a lot easier.
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Oh, I just thought it would be cool. Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
Okay, and what do animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Okay. I've never heard of magic like that before. Then again, as a dwarf, I really haven't heard of magic much in general, so take this what you will.
No, 'tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
Okay, let's see. By practitioners, you mean apostates? The chantry simply seeks to protect us from danger. Isn't that sort of magic open to abuse? That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved. As a dwarf, you know, I believe strongly in the ancestors and remembrance, so I think traditions should be preserved. Plus, as I said, I really don't know enough about magic to say what is dangerous. And I really don't get the difference between mages and apostates still. I'm sure Alistair would be displeased to hear me say that, but hopefully he isn't listening too closely even though he's standing 2 feet away.
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Okay. Kind of figured, but it was worth a question. That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Why would I want to put you to the torch? I mean, they sound quite useful. We need all the help we can get.
A most practical opinion. Far more so than any man I have spoken to. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Okay.
We have
done talking
no
with me.
choice.
At least I seem
We
to have
must pray
pleased her
hope
and
for the
smoothed a
Maker's
few things
compassion.
over with that conversation.
Hope everything will be all
I mean,
right.
I'm not one to be
many
judgmental.
have
I
already
don't think
died.
Morgan would approve of being judged. So I figure as long as I'm not being judgmental, we should be okay. Liliana! We haven't
Yes?
spoken as much as I would like. I want to talk to you.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours that you had.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
Okay, that kind of sounds like the Blight.
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
That's actually really beautiful. I mean, sort of feels like among the casteless, you know, the dwarves think that we're all probably ugly and worthless and hideous, but good things can come from even among us. I'd like to think that I'm doing good, despite my past, and despite what the rest of the Dwarven society would think of me.
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Okay, I actually don't know enough about the Maker to answer any of the first two. Still learning about that, although Liliana seems to be a good teacher. So, I mean, I suppose I couldn't sit by either. You know, I finally got a chance to fight Darkspawn, so I'm fighting Darkspawn.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Okay. Hold on, Liliana. Since we're in a chantry,
Well, here I am.
can I ask you about the chantry you came from?
What is meant by someone like me?
See, you just don't seem to belong in a cloister, a beautiful, charming woman like yourself. Well, she is both beautiful and charming. Sanctimonious preachy. She is not. They don't teach you how to fight in the cloister, do they? I mean, for all I know, they could. So let's flatter her. I'm trying to get on everybody's good side. Flattery always is good, right?
And there were no beautiful, charming women in the cloisters, you think? You would be wrong. There were many lovely young initiates in the Lothering cloister, all of them chaste and virtuous. It added to their mystique. Because then, they were forbidden, and forbidden fruit is the sweeter, no?
What about your fruit? Is it forbidden?
My fruit? I can't believe I'm having this conversation. But no, I did not take vows. The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
What does affirmed mean?
We affirm our belief in the Maker, in Andraste and the Chant, but other than that, there are no vows taken.
Okay. And why were you seeking safe harbor?
The Chantry does not pride, and you should. I desired time apart from the world. I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course.
Why do you sound like
let's
you're
move
trying
on.
to convince yourself? Okay. We'll leave Liliana alone. Alistair, I haven't harassed you enough today.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon.
Do you want me to go to Denerim
when we're there,
soon?
I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
I mean, we need to deal with Redcliffe first, but we can go to Denerim next. I don't mind that. Loghain is in Denerim, so I'm assuming that's who you're talking about. I thought you told Morrigan that you didn't want to go after assassinating Loghain right away.
No, I know that. That's not what I'm talking about. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only, I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either.
When did you have time
They
to figure
kept
this
my
out?
birth a secret, after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
Sisters are wonderful. I know I love my sister. You should go seek out your sister. Sisters have to stick with their family.
She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
If you want to, we could try.
Could we? I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Alright, let's deal with this crisis in Redcliffe and then we will go to Denerim. At least that gives me a direction. Alright, let's talk to Caitlin, who seems rather downcast, but then so does everybody else here.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
You're not bothering me.
I shouldn't be such a crybaby. With Mother gone now, I have to be brave. I can't help myself. I'm so frightened. Those things dragged my mother away.
How old are you?
I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
Okay, Liliana
And now
wants
my
us to
brother
do something
Bevan,
for her.
he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Okay. Have you tried looking for your brother?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
Alright, well, Liliana wants us to help her, so we will offer to help her.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
Alright. Now Now we're off to find a child too, as well as helping this village prepare for the March of the Undead. Surprisingly, Morgan did not disapprove of us offering to help somebody. She usually does. Alright. We have some militiamen. We were supposed to
Still
talk
no
to
sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down. So you're the Grey Warden, are you?
You have a really
I didn't think
gruff
they
voice
made women Grey Wardens.
and a really amazing mustache. So I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens. I don't think the Darkspawn care who kills them.
If you hadn't noticed, there aren't Darkspawn around these parts.
I mean, I can leave
Not
if you
yet,
don't want
anyway.
me.
We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have good faith, good man. We will defeat this evil.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Okay, why is Owen refusing to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Alright. Here's the smithy. That was easy to find.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
I like Alistair, who's just, I have no idea what's going on. Alright, is this Owen?
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
Dude, grow a backbone. Can I just come in so we can stop shouting through the door?
Alright. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any
I don't know
trouble.
what's going on either. Alright, in we go.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
I'm a Grey Warden helping Van Tegan, so I would appreciate a bit less crotchetiness.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny. You didn't sound like a dwarf through the door.
What did dwarves sound
Can't
like?
say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that.
Yeah,
Care
I
to
said
join
your
me
name
as I
earlier.
get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you locked yourself in your smithy?
My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Okay, so you intend to drink yourself to death.
Why not? It's not like we're going to live
pass the night anyhow?
God, you're a pessimist.
Or are you going to save us?
I'm going to save you.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that.
'Cause
It'd
I
do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
Okay, and what about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Valena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
Alright, then I'll do it.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing,
Okay, what do you want
and I
from
didn't
me?
believe him either.
You are asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
Fine, if it will make you agree to do things, I'll promise. It's not like a promise means that much anyways.
I'll accept that. It's something
Well,
to
that would be
hope
way
for
too
at
easy.
least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall.
You know,
If you need
maybe
anything
stop
done,
drinking too.
well,
That might help.
just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Okay. Well, we upset Morgan again.
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it.
Okay. Back we go. Once again, Morgan disapproves of us helping anybody, but at least we keep getting little bits of approval from Liliana. I think of the three, Liliana is not quite as keen on us, so it's good to get some approval from her even if we're losing it with Morgan, and really it can't be helped. I need a mage, and Morgan is it, even if she is just about as crotchety as the guy in the brewery, or rather smithy. Smelled like a brewery, not a brewery. Alright, Murdoch, I did what you asked me to. Oh,
I await your command.
sorry Morgan, didn't actually mean to talk to you there. Murdoch!
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
Alright, we're not only ready, Murdoch, we're going to win.
I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
Alright, is there anything else I can do?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwyn in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Okay, who is this Dwyn?
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives
Oh,
near the
God.
lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his
Why
workers,
doesn't
he
that
has.
surprise me?
Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Alright,
I have a good feeling about tonight.
not entirely keen on attempting to convince one of my people to help. But I also don't like the idea of the guy just hiding out in his house. Alright. Let's see how well this goes. Alright. Apparently my lockpicking isn't good enough, so we're gonna break it open. Screw this guy. I don't even feel bad. How does Sten have a higher hit rate than I do?
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Alright. Is that how you greet a fellow dwarf? I mean, I don't know why being a dwarf gives us anything in common, but I'm not going to apologize.
Up here on the surface, you'll find we're all the same. And here that means unwelcome. Even a fellow lowborn like yourself. The name's Dwyn. Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're here.
Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
Huh. So, Murdoch's sending a dwarf to do his begging for him? Hoping I'll get all misty-eyed with thoughts of home?
Not
Look,
really.
I'll tell you the same thing I told him. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Your chances are better out there than in here.
Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die.
Can't I change your mind?
I have to admit, you've a better chance than most. At least another dwarf is likely to have a few rocks to rub together between their ears. What do you have in mind, then? Let's hear it.
How about a little more personal reward? I did not proposition myself back in Orzammar. I am not going to proposition myself with this dude. How about gold? I'm not going to be able to put a good word in for him back in Orzammar. I have no good words for Orzammar.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I won't even stick my head out my door for less than 100 silvers. Then why are you wasting my time?
I'll put you in a good word for you with Ban Tegan or the Arl. That I probably could manage.
You might just be able to pull that off.
Exactly.
Fine. I'll throw in with the militia. For now. You better be out there too when the sun goes down.
Of course I will be.
I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
Of course. That went better than I expected. Alright. Back we go. I'm assuming I do not have that much money anymore. As if I remember correctly, I spent all my money on a backpack in a previous episode. Don't even have one gold piece to my name. What's over here? The general store! Maybe I can sell some stuff and get some more money. Or not, there could be nobody here. Let's see, there's a chest.
I can't do that.
Okay, I can't lockpick it. Liliana, can you lockpick it?
Can't do that.
Of course not. Nope. Tattered chopping looks good, and what's in this barrel? Lamp oil! I have no clue why I need lamp oil, but okay. Alright, let's see what else we need to do before checking back in with Murdoch. We still need to look for Caitlyn's little brother. Let's see. What's over here? Caitlyn's home. She said she checked it, but maybe the kid came home again. Okay, I feel better. Liliana has just as crappy of a hit rate as I do. I thought that the rogues had better hit rates. Apparently I was wrong. Oh, good! Morrigan leveled up. Let's see. As a mage, she needs magic. I am gonna give her some constitution just so that she stays alive a bit more easily. See, shapeshifter. She doesn't seem to really use shapeshifting all that often. This looks like an area attack, and I've already experienced area attacks. Not too keen on those. Let's see, she can do Mind Blast, Force Field, Vulnerability Hex, Affliction Hex, or Death Magic. This allows her to heal herself. Or I could just give her a regular old healing spell. Let's give her the ability to heal. Alright. Good job, Morgan. Okay, the dresser just moved.
Go away. This isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me?
Yeah, I take it this is Caitlyn's little brother.
How How do you know my name?
I spoke to your sister.
Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it.
Alright. Why are you hiding in there?
I know, but I don't want to be in the Chantry. Everybody's scared. But they tell me I shouldn't be scared. And they tell me I shouldn't be sad that Mother died.
Why wouldn't you be sad that your mother died?
I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will.
From in there?
No. I just heard you coming, and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it?
Not particularly.
I'll come out now.
Good. I'm tired of talking to a wardrobe.
Alright, I came out. You won't hurt me. Will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want.
Alright, first tell me what you were doing in there.
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Are you sure? Maybe I could help you.
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's, and Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
Okay. Well, it was a good idea. But aren't you a bit young to fight?
No. Well, maybe the sword was too heavy for me. I guess I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
Hey, you'll grow up eventually. Don't worry about it.
That doesn't help us now.
True.
Caitlin says everyone's going to die tonight.
Not if I'm here.
Really? You must be very brave. I wish I was like you.
Okay, where's the sword now?
In the chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
Okay, but I could use that sword to help the village.
I guess you're right. I should help defend the village, shouldn't I? Father would have if he were here. Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people.
I will.
I should go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, guys, let me out. Thank you. Okay, said it was upstairs. And just
That about wraps it up.
okay. Got some more experience points for our codex. And let's really quickly see who would do best with that sword. Let's see, can I equip it? Yes, I can. How does that compare to my mace? Okay, my current weapon gives me extra damage against Darkspawn, although I'm not currently battling Darkspawn. So sure, I'll equip the new blade. Offhand weapon, okay. Oh, this one gives me an extra +4 attack. That sounds good. An enchanted dagger rather than a regular dagger. Alistair, think it's good. She can't equip any of this. She already has an enchanted dagger equipped. I can, however, give her my Idukan mace. There we go. Alright, and I think that's going to be all for this episode. We finished up by taking a sword from a small child. Not entirely sure if that's all that proper, but we do need it, so you know, it's gonna be used for a good cause. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the rest of the playlist if you liked this episode, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.